Shalom and welcome to today's episode of Habaita. I am so excited today to be joined by Roi Shillo, who is the CEO and co-founder of Angelina AI. Welcome to the podcast,
Mhm.
Roi. Thank you so much for joining.
Hey, nice to meet you all, and thanks, Shira, for hosting me. It's going to be a really interesting journey.
It really is. And I'm so excited just to dive straight into First of all, the name Angelina. I would love to know, where did that come from?
Oh my!
It's a beautiful name, but I wonder if it's named after someone or it represents something else.
Actually, this is one of the biggest secrets
Okay.
of the company of where the name Angelina came from, because everyone like all the customers that we are having, they have a very sometimes personal and connection to the name Angelina. Like we had one customer that Angelina was his guitar, and he still has his guitar Angelina. So I think that Angelina gives everyone a different point of view of what it is. And I think that this is also one of the things that we want to create, to build a real trust between Angelina and the different employees or the team members that she's part of. So I will tell you later in secret
Okay,
why
no problem. I like that
Angelina.
because Angelina sounds like it's a person, and that kind of segues straight into what you do and how you help companies. So maybe you can just share a little bit of how does Angelina help other companies here in Israel and outside of Israel?
Brilliant. So first of all, Angelina is a virtual employee. We
Okay.
are building a platform for enterprise, CIO, and CTOs to build virtual employees by their own. And when we are talking about enterprise, we've created a modular virtual employee. So it means that everyone in the company, the CIO, CTO, these kind of persons can build their own virtual employees, their own duties or their own roles, and create Angelina and create virtual employees based on these roles. And sorry.
No, that's amazing. So maybe we could just go straight into an example. Okay, let's talk about, a company that you're working with and what kind of virtual employees are they creating and how do they kind of code that virtual employee to do what they need to be done?
Brilliant. So let's talk about one of our featured customers that we love the most, because I myself come from the education field.
Okay.
So we are working with Beit Bell. Beit Bell is a college in Israel that teachers how to, teachers graduates or teachers certificates.
Okay.
And they've asked to have Angelina to help their instructors to do all the tedious stuff. So Angelina works with 20 instructors in different courses, and Angelina helps them to communicate better with the students in the course, the reach out of the students, the grades, the scoreboard, all the stuff, the personalization, the personalized learning is done with Angelina, and they're saying that Angelina is exactly the person that they've looked for as their coworker, because she's so nice and she understands them fully, and they've created a really good interaction with her, like in a personal way. And it's got back to this Angelina's name. But I think that it's not the end of the story, because when we come to an organization, and Beit Bell is one of them, we are building a roadmap for different roles that comes one after another.
Okay.
So, for example, in Beit Bell, they've asked for Angelina that helps the instructors, but they've asked also Angelina that helps with the projects that they are running and helps with all their BI dashboards that makes mess out of data, and they need a data analyst that helps. And we are having today Angelina that works as an HR manager. So she goes through the candidates and give them grades and help, and interviewed them via chat, of course, or via email. So when we are coming to an organization, they are building the roles one after another, and they are doing the implementation based on them. So it's a real framework that installed in the organization or in the enterprise, inside their enterprise, with lots of security around it. And they are building the roles inside this platform.
Okay. So a company will come to you and they'll say, listen, we need these three roles. And then you'll define with them, okay, what exactly are the tasks of these roles? And then you'll go about and code this and integrate it with any platforms that they have, right? And do some testing and deploying. So it really could be anybody, it could be any role, right? That is obviously not talking. I mean, even maybe talking. Tell me if you've done that. Have you done this? Just curious, asking for a friend.
So talking is not there yet. We have this ability,
Okay.
but I think it's we are taking it one step further, right? The organization itself can create its own roles
Okay.
and his own duties. He can create his own integrations. We have dozens of tools that they can integrate it built in, or they can create their own tool. Because most of the time, the organizations that we go to are organizations that have some development capabilities. Like they will not build the platform itself, but they can build their own roles and their own tools and their own integrations. So there is like a marketplace of roles that they can take the relevant role and improve it with their own customizations.
Got it.
I think that the interesting part here, Shira, is that the framework itself is not just like building roles. It's also monitoring them and make them auditable and understand what Angelina's done. So we have 4 layers of monitoring. So the enterprise has a full control, full visibility, full observability about anything that happens with their virtual employees and with their agents. Because today we know that this is one of the biggest problems, as they have different thousands of agents from all around, and it's very easy to lose control there.
For sure.
So we have this observability layer where you see exactly what she's done, right? You can build your own Angelinas, and you can manage their budget in very granular way. So you can say that, listen, this is Angelina. I have like a hard cap there of $5,000 tokens per month. But if I don't know, if Shira talks with her, she is very important, right? So we need to give her the strongest engine. But if Roi is talking with her, we can give him like, a minimal because we don't want to spend lots of money on him. So, so you have also control of the budget and also control on, how much money each Angelina spends.
Because Angelina basically is AI. I'm curious which AI platform you're using. And basically, it's the tokens of the AI platform. So the more Angelina, so you could think, okay, Angelina could work 24/7, but as she's working 24/7, it's accumulating more and more tokens. And I can speak because I use a lot of tokens. I got this award from OpenAI because I used 10 billion tokens.
Oh my God, really?
So yes, I am building my platform, Smart Reach AI. I use so many tokens, but tell me a little bit, how does that work? Does the companies get to choose the AI platform that you're using? Gemini, OpenAI, or do you guys select that?
So first of all, let's not share it with OpenAI because we can save between 40% to 60% of the tokens that you used. So I'm not sure that you would get this token from them if you used Angelina before.
This was last year. I've learned a lot since.
All right, brilliant. And we have Angelina now as well. But yes, because we are working with enterprises and with large enterprises, we are LLM agnostic.
Okay.
It means that we can use any LLM that was proved by the CISO of the enterprises. And if we are talking about the CISO already in security, we have a very impressive, I hope, guardrails and security layers that goes when we are sending data to the LLM and getting data from the LLM. We are having all these security layers on top of it, and we shared it with the top-notch CISOs ever. And as we are coming from the enterprise, myself as well, and large organizations, we know exactly what the enterprise looks for. Yeah. So they were really impressed by the security and by the security by design we've built for Angelina. So we are thinking about the LLM actually as a thin layer, and we've built a very thick layer on top of the LLM. And then when a request comes to the LLM, we have a summarization and we have a context that is built for this Angelina and for this task. So we build it very sorry again, smartly, all right, but very smartly to bring the right context to the LLM, and then we are send it via PII removal, personal information removal. So because we don't want to send the personal information to the LLM and back. And then when it comes back, we know how to add it back to that and then bring this trust for the CIO, for the CTO, for the CISO of the organization from one hand, but for the other team members from the other end.
Yeah, because I know with all the LLMs right now, security is such a big issue. There's been a lot of talk about all these different platforms that have recently been released where the, leakage and hacking abilities are pretty strong and you have to be really careful. So the security is crucial. So basically, if I understand it correctly, Roi, when I can log into Angelina if I'm a customer. I can select like already AI agents or that are already developed, and then I can also work with it to build my own on top of it. And I don't need somebody in your company, in Angelina, to do that coding for me. I could do it myself.
Exactly. You can do it yourself, or you can use a third-party integrator or the integrator you love to work with. Or of course you can do it with us, but it's not what we are doing. We are building the product.
So in a way, it's kind of very similar to anti-gravity, unlovable, but with that security level and with it already pre-developed that you can kind of work with it already. So if you want to do HR, it's already developed for you to kind of go through all. You don't have to code it from the beginning, right?
And I think that the big difference is that we are providing virtual employees. They have name. It's not just Angelina. They can call like, we have a team with Shira, so we can call her, I don't know, Nira. Okay. All right. It's a real entity that is part of the organization, owned by the organization, sits inside the organization and grows with the organization. She's there. Angelina is there for years now, and she's joining existing teams as another employee.
She's learning different things from different people as well.
Exactly, Shira. Angelina has a guidelines that she gets from her manager. Mm-hmm. So she has a team lead. And if she doesn't know anything, she won't tell you like, hey, I don't know that. Or she goes to her manager and asks the manager as a regular person and tell her, hey, Shira told me.
There's no hallucinations, because I know that's a big issue with this as well. Is that, it'll just start make up things and then it goes to a customer and then it's like, that's not true. We can't do that,
Exactly.
So how did you deal with the hallucination, concept where it just makes things up versus knowing, okay, I don't have this knowledge base. Let me now go to the manager.
So I think this is exactly why we thought that Angelina, as an employee, can integrate it inside a full system of the organization. She has peers and she has a manager. She has very, very clear guidelines and a very clear role definition. So she knows exactly what she allows to do and what she doesn't. And if there is any question, she asks her manager. And the manager always teaching her what to do next and how to solve complex issues. And the manager, as I shared, there is 4 layers of observability, of monitoring. So she's always monitored, and every action she's doing is monitored by the organization, by the manager, and the manager can ask her questions like, what task have you done last week? What was your biggest challenge? The manager defined the KPI to her as he defines a KPI to any other team member. All right, so she's part of a team, and because she's part of a team as a regular employee, the hallucination is less common because she has this structured, like organization structure as we have. Like, any employee can have hallucination or can make mistakes.
For sure.
The idea here is that we catch the mistake very early, fixing it, and understand that it will never happen again.
So
she's an employee.
So what have been the biggest hurdles? Because I know I work with AI as well, and there are many, many hurdles. Like, it sounds great, and then you get started and you're like, oh my God, it's doing this. Oh my God, it said this, right? So what has been, your biggest hurdles, and how have you kind of tackled that?
I think that we had a frog leap, and the frog leap that we've done was just because of this hustle that we've experienced in the beginning of the company. In the beginning of the company, we thought that we will bring roles and duties to the enterprise, and they will use this duty. And what we understand, and then when we come to the enterprise, we saw the full spectrum of needs when you are talking about the enterprise customer. So we've started to, and there was always like a sparking AI stuff that goes all around, and all kind of agents and pilots and agents that do that and do that and do that. They've been frustrated. The CIO, CTO of the company was frustrated from all that mangling, buggling stuff that happens all around them.
Yeah.
And we understood that we need a very stable, strong platform that brings freedom and control to the CIO, CTO to check everything that happens in the company. And when we understood that, I think it was this frog leap that happens in the company, in Angelina company, that see that we finally touched the real pain point of the.
So they have the control to go in and make changes without waiting for you. They can control it, they can code it, they can prompt it. Okay, got it.
They have observability of the budget. They have observability of the tasks that Angelina's done. They see how to improve it and how to optimize the prompt. Sorry for the technicality here, but how to optimize the prompts and the context to save budget and to save tokens for the next. And they see the progress of Angelina. And of course, all this platform has AI itself. So there is also suggestions how to improve the different roles and how to improve the Angelinas.
So if a new customer comes and they're like, listen, I need this role. This is how, many hours I need. Would you be able to then give them a potential budget so they know what this would cost them?
Exactly.
Okay.
First of all, we are providing them the platform, the installation of the platforms done within days, because it's a product that we install on-prem. It can work on any cloud or actually on a server or a physical server. And then there are some roles that already pre-installed and exist there. So they can choose the role and they can configure it with no code. If they are more sophisticated or want, they can also customize the code there and add more tools or communicate the tools, communicate with new tools as they develop it. So, so the deployment is very, very, very simple and easy. And the integration and the definition can be done by us, can be done by them, or can be done by third parties.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, so interesting. So tell me, Roi, how did you come up with this idea? Like, where did this come from? Tell me a little bit about, and I could talk AI with you all day, so I'm just curious. Share notes. Definitely share how you thought of this idea.
So actually, it's another funny story.
Okay.
The founders of the startup is me and my sister and my brother. We are three siblings.
Okay, I love that. Okay.
And I'm the youngest brother.
You're the
So
youngest.
they
Awesome.
are older than me. We will not share ages.
No,
No
that's
ages.
another secret we could talk about after.
Lots of secrets. We have lots of secrets in Angela. And it was 18 months ago, July, I don't know, 1.5 years ago. And we sat in this coffee shop and we understand that the AI is going to change the way enterprise works. And we thought, and we understand that the main challenge will be the implementation and the integration inside this enterprise. And all three of us came with a heavily enterprise, experience as CTOs, CIOs, large project manager, that stuff. And we thought how we would do that ourselves. And then we thought that we want to have a virtual employee. We just hatched, it was hatching there. It's changed a lot during this 18 months, but the journey is amazing. And we just waited, to find the opportunity to work all the siblings together. And we actually waited. We thought about it, years. I'm not young as well. So we thought about it, many years before to start also a company together and to build a startup together. But actually we want to wait because we want to gain, myself as well, enough experience. So we will come from a very mature place and not just like to be this, startup with this hype and that doesn't really understand the world. I think that one of the things that is a very good point, good thing that we have in Angelina is that we are all veterans of this enterprise world. We know how it works. We know how to talk the language. We know what's important for them. And we are here to stay. All the companies and all the customers we have, we are signed for 3 years contract, 4 years contract. It's a company that works and we are developing stuff.
Well, that's amazing. First of all, kol hakavod to your parents for raising three entrepreneurs that not only want to start something, but actually have a desire to work together. That means that your parents did a fantastic job raising you. I had the
Thank you,
pleasure of
Shira.
working with my brother actually a few times, and I love working with him. And it's like we just enjoy it. And actually, now I started something with my son, a side project as well.
My God.
Yeah, and it's just such a pleasure to be able to do that. And like he has is an expert in a certain area and I'm in another and we're collaborating together. So I'm a huge believer in, working with your family and it's a great thing. So anyway, so wonderful, Roi. Thank you so much for joining Habaita. This was so interesting. If anyone is interested in a virtual employee, they can contact Roi and Angelina AI. I will include all of your information in the post. And super interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shira. Thank you for the exposure. And it was a really, really nice conversation. It's really fun and easy to talk with you. So great, Shira.
My pleasure. And it's just, I love that you're building this here in Israel and bringing it to the rest of the world and helping companies all across the world. And that's just so important for me to spread that light.
Yeah, and Shira, maybe from that perspective, I will also share that also my background, as I shared with you, is from in the education field and nonprofit organizations. So many of our customers are nonprofit organizations, and I huge believe in them because one of the things that it's very important for us is to do good to the world as well as a vision. So if there is any way we can help, or like we are hiring lots of Olim, so we can also
Great.
hire interns or lim interns,
Okay.
and we are growing. So it's always a great opportunity to talk with us. But the most important part, and I'm saying it to everyone, is that we want to create a real value for the world. So we are moving very fast to production. We create great value for lots of people, education or not education, but we are very, very happy with that. And
Okay.
this is what we are expecting.
So a side project of mine also is something I created called Habaita Jobs. And it's a job website that I'll send you after. And the goal is to help Olim find jobs in Israel. So I will send it to you. You can post your jobs. I'll post it as well in this episode. So any interns, any students, anyone that's looking for work, and especially in the space of AI, which is the hottest space to come into right now in Israel, with a company that has a mission of helping the world, which is
Really.
our mission as well. And I believe most, this is what I love about Israel is that we're here, and we're defending ourselves, but we're also, spreading so much good and genius, to the world. So I will send you Habaita jobs. You could definitely post, and hopefully by the time this is live, we'll have some of your internships, whatever jobs you're looking to hire. And we could help bring some people to Israel, which is also a big part of my personal.
Brilliant.
Yes. Okay, Roi. Well, thank you so much. Have a
Thank
great
you, Shira. Bye bye. Thanks.